All right, shalom. This is Khanasa Anban Yashar Allah from the Lions in the Yashar Allah camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kahalayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakak Radash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Arkin of the pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. I just want to do a lesson, and the topic is going to be on the menorah and its representation as a memorial to the children of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird. Right now, it's a representation of the elect. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and it serves its purpose. All right, here goes. All right, so I went to Wikipedia and just looked up the menorah, and just wanted to do a lesson on it from there. I actually have a couple of menorahs. I have the regular one. Well, I don't have the 7 one anymore. It broke, but I do have the other one that's for Hanukkah, which I'll have to do another lesson about that. So, but it says right here in the Wikipedia, it says the menorah is described in the Bible as the 7 lamp, 6 branches, ancient Hebrew lampstand made of pure gold and used in the portable sanctuary set up by Moses in the wilderness and later in the temple in Jerusalem. Fresh olive oil of the purest quality was burned daily to light its lamps. The menorah has been a symbol of Judaism since ancient times. We don't practice Judaism, all right, and is the emblem of the coat of arms of the modern state of Israel. No, it's not. It's because Yahweh Shimei Shai is not for the modern state of Israel. The modern state of Israel is set up by America in 1948 to establish the sovereignty of Israel, and that established the fake Jews to be sovereign. But it's a memorial to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true children of Israel. All right, it's a menorah of it's a memorial of our it's a memorial of our salvation and the promise that was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I just want to go into detail of that a little bit. All right. Okay. All right. First, it says let me see something real quick. All right. So I want to get a couple scriptures talking about that first part of the Wikipedia where it says, all right, the menorah is described in the Bible as a 7 lamp. 7 means completion. 6 branches. Ancient Hebrew lampstand made of pure gold. All right. Made of pure gold. All right. And I want to get 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 1. It says, and he answered me saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. It says, I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made. But little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this world. All right, and those little particles of dust represent the elect that are in the midst of the little particles of gold that are in that dust represents the elect. So, and we stand bearing that light, just shining like the menorah does. All right. And let me get a Sirach chapter 2 verse 5. It says, for as gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right. So we're purified as gold through the furnace of affliction and adversity. All right, which makes us pure gold. All right, so the elect, the menorah really represents the elect. Also, the 7 churches of Asia Minor, which represent the elects in these times. Back then it was Paul and them, but in these times it's the elect. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. All right, all right, and it says okay, it says The menorah is described in the Bible as the 7-lamp, 6-branch ancient Hebrew lampstand made of pure gold and used in the portable sanctuary set up by Moses in the wilderness and later in the temple in Jerusalem. All right, and it's set up in the temple of New Jerusalem with the elect. All right, which they're shining, bearing that light, holding those candles, teaching the word as we speak. All right, okay, and it says, and we are in the wilderness today because Esau has made the whole world a wilderness. All right, and pretty soon we're going to be inside the temple when Yahweh Shai shows up. As a matter of fact, let me get Isaiah chapter 14, verse 17. It says, start at 16, it says, and they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All right. So, the whole world, we're in the wilderness right now, being America, and Esau has made the whole world the wilderness. So, and and the temple represents the true worshipers of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because the temple is within us. All right, let me get First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, that the spirit of Yahweh dwelleth within you? All right, and that's the point, because the point of that is, all right, Yahweh Shai was the first being created, so he was the first one to share that light. And how do you light the menorah is, you light the menorah by lighting. You take a lighter, right, and light the candle that's in the middle, right. And once you light the candle that's in the middle, you take the candle in the middle to light the other candles. All right. So by Yahweh breathing the breath, speaking his will to Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh Shai shed that light unto us. All right, and Yahweh Shai being that light, and us having the mind of Yahweh Shai. All right, let me get Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. It says, Revelations 1 and 13, it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girt about the paps with a golden girdle. All right, and so that's Yahweh Shai. So when you go back and look at the menorah, Shlakia, all right, you see the one in the middle that represents Yahweh Shai, and the ones at the end on both sides represent the elect. All right. Okay. Let me get 1 Corinthians 6 and 15. It says, know ye not that your bodies are the members of Yahweh Shai, that shall I then take the members of Yahweh Shai and make the members of an harlot? Yahweh forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two saith he shall be one flesh. But he that... What am I supposed to do? All right, Shalaki. It said, but he that is joined unto the Lord Yahweh Shai is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of Yahweh, and ye are not your own? For ye were bought with a price. Therefore glory Yahweh in your body and in your spirit, which are Yahweh's. All right, so we are that temple. So with the representation that the menorah has, we represent the same thing and signify the same thing. being the temple of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, shedding that light which was passed on from Yahweh to Yahweh Shai, from Yahweh Shai to us. All right. As a matter of fact, Yahweh Shai being that light. Let me get John chapter 1. All right. This is John chapter 1 and 1. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the powers, and the Word was a power. The same was in the beginning with the powers. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was the life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not." All right, so Yahweh Shai is that light. All right, and that light was given unto us through the Spirit, the same way it was given unto him from Yahweh Shai. He said, all things I have made, that my Father have made known to me, I have made known unto you. What is that, John chapter 14, I think? 14 and 15. It says, no, 15 and 14. This is John 15 and 14. It says, "Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for a servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto thee." So he shed that light that was given unto him, unto us. And so we can stand in the midst of darkness, shining that light. You know, you can't take a candle and hide it under a bushel. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid." All right. "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel." So we represent those candles on the menorah, because we are the light of the world. Passed down from Yahweh to Yahweh Shai, to Yahweh Shai to the elect. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. All right. It says, "But on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house," that are all that are in the temple, meaning willing to worship Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let me get Revelations real quick, and I'll go back to that. Revelations chapter 11, verse 1, it says, "And there was given to me a rod, a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of Yahweh, and the altar, and them that worship therein. All right. But the court which is without the temple, leave it out, and measure it not. It is given to the Gentile, unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread under foot 42 months." All right. So that reed, that rod was a measurement tool, right, to measure the house of Israel according to the scripture. Meaning, and we represent the temple, because the temple is our body, all right, because the spirit rests inside our body, and once the spirit enters inside the body, it becomes a living soul. But some of us are dead. Some of Israel is dead. Because they don't have that light. They cannot shine that light. You know? Okay. So now going back to Matthew's 5 and 14, representing the temple and the light that's within that temple. All right. Is the elect of Israel. All right. Matthew 5 and 14 again, it says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. So let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glory your Father which is in heaven." And that's the whole purpose. It was spoken to Yahweh Shai for the Father, Yahweh, to get glory, and it was spoken unto us for Yahweh and Yahweh Shai to get glory. And once they get their glory, we're gonna get our glory too. And the glory that we're gonna get is our glorified bodies, man. pure gold with the laws in our inward parts, and we can really represent that menorah shining and glowing. All right, and there will be no more darkness. Okay. All right. Let me see. Next scripture. All right. So going back to this, it says the menorah is described in the Bible as a 7-lamp, 6-brand ancient Hebrew lampstand. All right, made of pure gold and used in the portable sanctuary set up by Moses in the wilderness. All right, and later in the temple in Jerusalem. Okay, so we went over that, us being the temple and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai being the light, and we representing the candlesticks, right? All right, because it said put the light on the candlestick, all right? All right, it says fresh olive oil of purest quality was burned daily to light its lamps. All right. So fresh olive oil, meaning pure oil, meaning the truth. That's how you light the lamps, with the truth, man. All right. All right. So pure oil is the truth. Okay. So first scripture I want to get is, get this. Let me get Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse Shlakia. Chapter 1, verse 1. And it says, started 2, it says, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. Because of the savor of thy good ointments, and that word ointments right there means oil. Thy name is an ointment poured forth, therefore do the virgins love thee. Right, who are the virgins? The virgins are the ones that have the pure truth. All right. So, matter of fact, let me get it. Revelation chapter 14, verse 3. It says, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. And that's the virgin that's talking about in Songs of Solomon. It says, these are they which followeth the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. All right. So, let me keep going. Shlaki. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they were without fault before the throne of Yahweh. All right, so that we were found without no guile because we were the ones that had the pure oil, the pure ointment, the pure truth. And it takes pure truth for the candle, the light within the temple, on the candlestick to burn. So if you don't have the pure truth, you're not going to have that light. As a matter of fact, let me get the Matthews chapter 25, verse 1. It says, and the kingdom of heaven is like unto 10 virgins which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. All right. And so what we do, we set forth and present our bodies as a living sacrifice to go what? To meet Yahweh Shem Yahushai. How do we meet him? Go out here and do this work. It says, and 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with the lamps. All right. So if you're not studying and replenishing on oil, your candle is going to eventually go out. All right. All right. It says, verse 5, it says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us oil, for our lamps are gone out. All right, what does the scripture say? he that roughly paraphrasing, it says, he that has not, it shall be taken all that he hath. All right. So basically, he that has it shall be given more. So if you're not out here studying, all right, you cannot trim your lamp if there's no oil in it. Okay, you have to put the oil in. What is the oil? Oil is a word. All right. It says, but the wise answer saying, no, lest there be not enough for us and ye, us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy yourselves. All right. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and there were ready went in with them to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, O Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I know you not. All right, so you have to make sure you keep oil in your lamp, man. All right, you have to make sure you're burning. You have to make sure you stay focused on the candle that's in the middle, being Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so that's the point. You have to make sure you stay focused on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so I want to go back to Matthew chapter 5 and close it out with this. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glory your Father which is in heaven." And that's straight to the point, man. So be like the menorah, and keep your eyes focused on the candle that's in the middle, being Yahweh Shai, man. And keep oil in your vessel so you can trim your lamp and keep your light burning. With that being said, I want to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem HaRikakwadash, my month. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.